What's going on, guys? My name is WSN1 and welcome to today's video. In today's video we're going to be looking over the patch notes of the Season 2 Reloaded of Cold War, the zombies part in particular. As you guys can see on my screen, I have the patch notes, and we're going to just start at the top. First off, we're going to get a new region added to Outbreak, the Sanatorium Fireteam Dirty Bomb map, that is. And the map will be during nighttime, like it says right here. So that will be interesting to check out. I also believe there will be new intel added. Yes, they say that right here. So be on the lookout for some new intel guides very shortly, or soon. There is a new objective added to Outbreak, so an additional one, some more content, always good. Secure objective added to Outbreak. It's called Secure. Then there's another vehicle added, the dirt bike. I think it will be a little bit more useful than a car, because cars can be a little bit wonky sometimes. Like I said, there will be new audio logs and radio transmissions added for players to discover in the Ural Mountains. They fixed various crashes with the objectives, Trials Reiki 84 and the Frostblast, so that's also always nice, a little bit more stability. Let's see. Addressed various issues where players could fall out of the map in Alpine and get stuck in Plant or on Golova. So again, getting stuck and more stability fixes. Addressed issue where the golden chest could push vehicles under the map. It sucks that happened, but it's not the worst thing in the world because you wouldn't die. This is nice though. They addressed an issue where kills with the vehicles were not always contributing to the Dragon Relic. I once tried this, and like half my kills didn't count to the Dragon thing. And players will now take damage from the Dragon Relic. So don't stand too close in it to get the chest immediately, because you will take damage. I don't know how much damage, but guess we're gonna find out in another video soon, where we'll be looking over the changes in actual gameplay, because right now the game is still uploading and I have other things to attend to later today. Objectives holdout. Holdout has been reduced, the objective time, by 30 seconds. I think that's a good change. I thought it was a little long, the 4 minutes. Added an ammo cache to the holdout objective space in Alpine. That was one of the things I was hoping to get, because if you ran out of ammo and you didn't get any specials, you were basically screwed. Cleaned up areas that were interfering with barricading and shooting out of windows in the Golova holdout objective. I wasn't aware of this, but that's nice. The defend objective with a zombie head in the tank and all the zombies that are running towards it. The defend console now takes more damage from hellhounds, so you really want to be making sure you shoot those hellhounds before they get to the console and explode, because they, well, at least for me, they usually do get, a lot of them do get to the console, and maybe now, if you're not careful enough, it will actually destroy the console. Addressed an issue where picking up the specimen head while prone could prevent the player from being able to deposit it during the defend objective. That's just another quality of life and stability fix, which I think is really nice. Retrieve. Addressed an issue where the progress bar for depositing the canister could break during the retrieve objective. Yeah, I've seen this happen. I didn't have it happen to me, but I believe in one of the streams of Mr. Rufflewaffles, he was doing a challenge with some other YouTubers, and well, he had to forfeit his challenge basically because the retrieve objective broke. So that's nice. More quality of life fixes. I think they did quite a lot of those. Enemies will no longer despawn when the payload teleports. I think this also has to do with the same issue you had with the kill the HVT, the high value target, where the zombies would despawn and it could cause the games to crash. So the game to crash. So I think this is a good update. It will be a little harder, but at least I'm up for the challenge, I think. Enemies addressed various zombies pathing issues in Ruka, Alpine and Golova. Yeah, I have seen this happen, that a zombie would walk to you, then turn around, walk away. So yeah, uh, will maybe make it easier, maybe a little harder depending on the situation, but always nice to have more stability fixes. Boy, I'm saying that a lot. Addressed an issue where Manglers could still use their arm cannons and Krasny soldiers could still use their jetpacks after they were destroyed by the energy mine. I can imagine that's quite frustrating when that happens. Addressed an issue where damage from the Tempest was not mitigated by the armor. Yes, I've had this happen to me many times, and it's quite annoying. Addressed an issue where zombies would ignore players when another player deployed a symbol monkey and left the match. That's quite a specific bug. Addressed in the field upgrades. Addressed an issue where field upgrades could not be reset after switching classes and warping to another region. I don't know if I had this happen to me, but I did have problems with my field upgrades that I couldn't use them. And I don't see that anywhere here. But like I said before, nice stability fix. Addressed an issue where field upgrade charge was not reset when changing classes. I was kind of hoping they wouldn't address that, because it was kind of nice. You could just almost have a full Ether Shroud and switch it over to, I don't know, Frenzied Guard, and it was almost full as well. But I understand it's game breaking, so I get why they changed it. Let's see. Challenges. Addressed an issue where elites were not being counted towards the Outbreak Eliminations challenge. Okay. Challenge. Yeah. Oh, those kind of challenges. I had to think for a sec there. Trials. Addressed an issue where trial challenges were duplicating earlier than intended. So that you would get the same trial, I think, is what that means. I think that's nice. Sometimes they get a little bit repetitive, and if you then get them duplicate while you haven't had the other challenges yet, is nice. Is a good change, I think. Addressed an issue where players were unable to reroll attachments on some weapons after upgrading them at the Pack-a-Punch machine. I have had this happen to me a lot of times when I either got a gun from the box or from one of the loot crates, and then with nice gun but with pretty bad attachments, and then I already Pack-a-Punched it, and then I re-rolled it. I lost the salvage, but it didn't re-roll. That sucked quite badly. Closed an exploit that allowed duplication of the ray gun or ray K, and I don't think that's great. I don't like exploits, or at least not in Call of Duty and other games. I sometimes really like exploits. Some of the Total War games come to mind. Equipment. Addressed an issue where players were with a full stack of equipment had the option to pick up that same equipment and drop their stack. Yeah, that happened to me quite a lot. You would just switch stacks, and then if you didn't pay any attention, you just lose like 2 Molotovs or 4 grenades or anything of that matter. Support weapons that use ammo will no longer be refilled when warping to another region. I mean, it's a little sad, but again, kind of an exploit, so I get why they did it, and I think it's a good change. In these type of games, shooters, I mean, exploits should be at all times fixed as soon as possible. Round-based maps. Addressed an issue where cross-platform players were unable to load into a private match on Firebase C. I didn't have this happen to myself because I don't play cross-platform very often, but I think that's a good fix. Because it always sucks when you're in a game and for whatever reason the game stops or crashes or anything of that matter. Closed an exploit in the village where zombies were unable to attack the player. Closed an exploit that allowed players to leave the map in Rocky Defense, and closed an exploit that allowed access to the teleporter before purchasing the first door. The last one is kind of in the same spirit as the jump up the roof that they fixed. I think for the speedrunning community it's bad, but in general, like I said, I don't like exploits, so I think it's good they fixed that. As same for the other exploits. The Machine on the map The Machine addressed an issue where the die Shockwave could be obtained through the door to its location. Again, exploit. I don't like exploits in shooters, so good thing they fixed it. And Stability added various crash fixes related to side quests. Just great. Nothing else to say about it. I hate crashes, so good. There's also quite a lot of things on DevOps and on Onslaught. I don't have Onslaught because I'm playing on PC, so not really gonna talk about that. Same thing for DevOps Arcade. I think I played it once with a friend and never again after that. Not that I don't like it, just it's not for me. Let's see, there was something else here. Yeah, features. Apply blueprint. So now in game you can, when you pick up a gun from the wall, the box, or any other means, you can apply one of the blueprints to it in your menu, and I think that's good. Means you can't put all the attachments on it, but still you can put some attachment you want on it, and skins on it. So that's good. Ammo mods, Deadwire, Deadwire tier 5 now. Excuse me. Deadwire tier 5 now correctly spreads to 3 targets instead of 5. Again, I like that bugs get fixed. Addressed an issue where the Deadwire was doing the same amount of tick damage to zombies and special enemies. I haven't had this issue myself, but it sounds like another exploit, so good that it's fixed. Elemental Pop tuned down the intensity of FX on tier 5 electric discharge for Elemental Pop. Yeah, that was quite loud, so I like that. And let's see, some general fixes. Addressed an issue where some players could get stuck at the pause screen in zombies. I believe I saw something like this on the Reddit. I didn't have it happen to myself, but good that they fixed that. And addressed instances where players were not put into the same party after accepting an invite. Yeah, I did have this happen to me a couple of times, and it's just frustrating as hell. So it's good that they fixed that. Yeah, those were all the patch notes. And I think the general consensus of all the updates and patch notes and fixes, I like all of them. Maybe with some exceptions, like that I do not care for, and the fact that the Dragon Relic now causes you damage. I think it was kind of funny it didn't damage you, but again, it makes sense, so it's good that they fixed that. So yeah, I do really like this update, or this reloaded version of the season, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!